Hello guys, today I'm going to be doing a video on my current journals, books and that kind of thing, so all the things that I go to and grab lately. I have got a lot more. If I was going to do a video of all of my journals, books and all that, I probably would be here until next week. So these are the ones that I just do or go to on a regular basis. So I'm just going to get started. I've got a few, so I thought I'd go through them. I've also got my planners as well. So let's start with my planner, which is this big monster here. To zoom out a little bit. So I've got it in this cover, this protective cover, otherwise it wouldn't be as big, I think. I've used the Happy Planner now for quite a few years, probably about, this has been my third year using it. This is the classic one. I did have a small one, then I went to a big one, then I went to another small one, well, not a small one, but you know, a classic size, which I've got now. This is the marble one, so I'll be in this one until July when I get my new one, which I think my sister Steph has bought me for my birthday, which is this month. It doesn't start until July, which is a bit of a random start, but I think it's like a student kind of year, maybe. But this one is the marble one. As you can see, I haven't really decorated it or anything on the inside because this is new. I haven't had the chance to yet, and to be honest, if I'm going to be getting a new one in a couple of weeks, then I probably won't even bother. As you can see, I've got paint all over it because I like to be creative in my planner. I don't like to stick to a system, which is probably a little unorganised of me, but I do like to experiment with my layouts and things, so it could be like just using mossy tape and papers. I mean, this one was when I literally would sit there cutting out papers to do it, but now I've got a punch for that, so that's kind of cool. But I do like to be creative. I like to use different kinds of kits, different this one is Serena B's, one of her digital paper kit things. I really like that layout actually. It's I've also printed it onto vellum as well, just to get that see-through look, and this probably has to be one of my favorites. This is my planner. As I said, I don't really have a system. Still trying to find my system, but I do like using boxes and like, I don't know, I know I usually will punch circles out for my shifts at the bottom. I know that like my current system, so at the top I'll have like whatever things I've got going during the day, and I know at the bottom is reserved purely for work, so whether I need to do any admin or things for my team or just my general shifts of what I need to do that day. I always need a reminder to read my emails. I never read my emails when I'm at work. So yeah, at the bottom is work, and I do like to have like weekly things in the middle with like a card on it, but then that tends to bulk up my thing. This was a personal planner kit by Philo Fabulous. I do like to use them in my Happy Planner this way because she doesn't have any Happy Planner stickers, so I improvise. I do like to use stickers and different bits in my planner as well, and I do like to use vellum, like printed on bits of vellum, just because it makes it look pretty. Yeah, I'm still kind of deciding what my scheme is, my layout is. I opened it to a page where I didn't actually write anything into it, and I just kind of wrote anything in there to make it look like that I've kept up to date with it. I do that a bit. That's kind of what I do if I've not filled in my planner. I'll go back and then I will kind of fill it in that way. Like yeah, do a lot of pondering about life and stuff. Pick the kids up from school. Pretend the kids, you don't have any. Yeah, so that is my Happy Planner. Yeah, I can't remember what I did in February. I kind of missed. I had a very, very disorganized beginning of the year, and I kind of, yeah, when I don't fill in my my pages, I tend to turn them into art journal pages. I really like that actually. It's a shame I didn't actually do it in an art journal, and I did it there as well, and there. Bad me for ignoring my planner. And again, February was very disorganised. And what is that, February? February. It's February. I had a very disorganised February. Again, it looks like I filled this in, but I didn't. Oh, what a mess that is. Right, that came off. These stickers aren't. I like them, but they kind of fall apart. And this is when I got reorganised again. And this was using the Lollipop Box Club kit. I actually really like this layout. I love those stickers. Was abducted by aliens. Oh dear. And again, a very disorganised March. And this is me getting creative with my watercolours. And this is April. And I did decorate this, but I didn't fill in. I actually really like this layout. And then I kind of got a little bit back into the planning thing. And then, have I done it for May? No, I have not. There's still time. It's just the beginning of May. I still got time. Right, so that is my planner. I really need to be a bit more organised, I think. I need to find a schedule when I want to do it, but because of my shifts, I kind of don't. So that is my planner. I'm going on to my traveller's notebooks now. So this is one I haven't actually shown you yet, so I'm not going to go into it because I'll do another setup video. So this is a Pelidori. I'll leave a link below where you can get it. It's a extra wide one because I figured that I wanted an extra wide one because of my last TN. I overfilled it, so I kind of got a big one. But I got, yeah, it's a rose gold binding. It's nice and little, and I can pop it in my bag easy. So that's why I got that one. But I won't show you it all because I'll do a separate setup video for that at some point. When I'm finishing setting it up, because I don't think I've quite finished it yet. This is my other one. This is my standard sized one. So little one, big one, little one, big one. I've only got 2 TNs because I'm trying not to go overboard with buying too many. I think sometimes you can go a little bit crazy wanting them all. I can see why people do that because there are so many pretty ones out there and it's nice to have a change. And I admit I have seen one on Etsy that is so pretty. It's called an Artori and I really like the look of it, but it's so expensive. So I might get it next month, maybe. But yeah, this is my standard size. I get the idea of having different sizes, but not ones of the same size, I think. If I go for another one, I think I might go for a B6 because I think I like the kind of like the size of an A5 but just a little bit smaller. I think, isn't it a little bit smaller? But for now I'm carrying on with my standard. I do like the standard size. So just because it's not a good size, having the A6 is nice. It's nice to have like little things to go to, but a standard size is good for me. So that is my standard. I did a setup video for that one, so I'm not going to go into too much detail with that one because I'll just leave a link below to where you can find it. This is, so it's a notebook, but this is like one of my go-to notebooks. It's very well used at the moment. I'm kind of like halfway through it. This is my notebook that I go to when I've got writing ideas or when I want to write, but I don't want to write on Scrivener. I try to write every morning. If I'm on a long day, if I start sort of at 7:30 in the morning, I'll try and write before work, so that will be like at 6 o'clock in the morning. They say that you're best creative when you're tired because you're not overthinking things. So that was what my intentions were. So I actually do get quite a lot out of that hour. Whereas if I'm like just trying to write at home and on a computer, I get distracted by the internet, by Netflix, by shops. So I do like to write because when I've got a notebook there's no internet on it, and that's why I do it. I'm kind of like halfway through now. This isn't just for one story there. I put like random ideas in there and then I'll type it all up on Scrivener again. Sometimes in the morning it's kind of a little bit too early to be looking at tech. I'm not one of these people that as soon as I wake up I'll look at like Instagram or Facebook because I'm not a zombie and I don't do that. But yeah, I like to have like a notebook to write in, and then again I can take this to work as well. I can just get it out, and as I said before, when people just see you on your phone, they automatically think that you're not doing anything, whereas if they see you've got a book in your hand and you're writing, you look like you're doing something, and you are not to be disturbed. So yeah, that's my go-to writing one. Anyway, so I'm gonna go on to like all my current art journals. I've got quite a few just because I like to try out different ones. So yeah, I've got quite a few. So where to start? So my first ever one that I got was a moleskin or moleskine. I don't know how you pronounce it, but let me show you what they look like when they're not like used. So they look like that. I bought another one. Sorry, I keep hearing things. I think it's just the bin men outside. Yeah, I got one of these when I first got into art journaling, just because I think that's what everybody else had, and I was new to it, so I was just going by what everybody else was doing, basically. When I first started art journaling, the first few videos that I saw were from Rach O something. I can't remember what the name is, but she's like probably one of the more popular art journalers. I don't know, you've probably seen, if you're into art journaling, you've probably seen her videos. She used one of these to begin with, and that's why I picked one up, because I didn't know anything basically then, so I use one of them. I do enjoy working them. The only problem is that, you know, they end up getting really fat, which I don't mind anymore, to be honest. I don't mind it when they get chunky. I think it looks, yeah, used and looks well loved when it's all chunky and nice like that. But this is one of my art journals. I've got a few of them actually. I've got quite a few because I bought quite a bit. This one was my first ever one, I think. My first ever art journal. They're not great pages, I have to say. No, I've got that one on Instagram. This is when I started really liking art journaling, I think. I had a really bad day at work and I just literally just slapped paint onto a bit of paper, and I actually liked the outcome, so I don't finish them. I don't know why, but I think this one was meant to be a travel one, and then I just wanted to amend some of the pages in it because I didn't like them, and then I kind of liked it, so I saved it, liked it, and then carried on in it. Occasionally I'll go back and to and from the other one. I tend to try different things. I haven't really found a style, and to be honest, I'm kind of liking that at the moment because I like trying different things. I think when you get set into a style, that's what people tend to expect from you, and I like not having a style. I like playing. I'm enjoying that process at the moment. Not that I don't ever want to find a style, but you know, I just think it's nice to have a play. So that is my current moleskin. This is one that I picked up recently. This is a Midori A5 notebook, and I'll show you what they look like. This is what they look like when you've not played in them yet. I got two. I don't know, I like to pick up two at a time because then if I mess one up, then I've got another one spare. But this is my Midori. I won't show you too many because I will do it like a flip through of that eventually. But I only started it like in the middle of April, and I'm really enjoying it. Like I love the pages. I love that I'm able to watercolor in it and it not bleed through. It's just, yeah, I really enjoy using this one actually, and I think this is one that I'm going to go to again and again and again. Whereas the moleskin, even though the pages feel a bit thicker, they're not, they bleed through basically. They kind of, you get ghosting. I don't know if I've got any ghosting in this one. No, I don't think I do. That was actually watercolor, but I think I painted gesso on the top of it. But this one I don't have to. But the only thing that I don't like about it is like the creamy kind of manila kind of pages. This isn't as manila as the moleskin, but, and it's quite thin paper as well. It's kind of a bit, it's not Tomoe River paper, but it's kind of almost similar. Not really, but you know, there's no bleed through, and at the back I've kind of like done a testing page. And the only one, I think that, what pen was that? I think there was a Sharpie and the paper mate. Yeah? No, it was a, oh no, it was a pen that my older sister got from Japan that I have no idea what it's called, but it's a really nice pen, but it bleeds through. So yeah, that is my Midori one. and I really do recommend that one. I'll leave links below where I got it. This one, my other art journal, another art journal of mine. This is a handmade one. I followed Jenny Belly's tutorial, so quite an old tutorial, but it's one that I keep going to again and again. And I bound it myself with bookbinding thread, and I really do enjoy using this one. It feels a bit fat. It's got different kind of signatures in it, and I don't know, this was my first attempt ever doing one. But I really do like it. I mean, I put different kind of pages in it. I painted the pages before I put it in there, so like some pages were already set, and I just have fun with collage and, you know, different bits and ephemera and things, and I just really enjoyed using this one. I don't know if you guys want to see a flip through of it. I haven't finished it yet. I really do enjoy using this one, and I just like going back to certain pages and just adding more. That's the way I like to journal, is sometimes I write on it, or sometimes I'll sit down in a session and just do one, but I do like to do a page, add a bit, go to another page, add a bit, and then I don't feel like I'm then obligated to finish it straight away, and then I usually like the result after that. This one I tried many times, it just, yeah, didn't work out for me. Some of them I've gone back to and kind of edited it, but yeah, I really do like the handmade ones. I just find it more freeing, and just, I don't like, because they're already some of them are already painted on, like they're already started, so there's no like, you know, blank page paralysis. This one is a small Dilutions one. I have to say, I do like them, but they do bleed through quite a bit, and they kind of, yeah, I think when you do things with watercolors and paints and stuff, you do need to put like a little bit of tape down the middle to prevent it from bleeding through. But I do enjoy using it. This was a page gone wrong. This one I actually like better than the bigger one, because the other one you've got manila pages, manila pages, so like the creamy coloured ones. This one is nicer because it's just white. I prefer white paper, just because every time I don't know, use a page, I prefer it to be white. This is a watercolour notebook by Jane Davenport. I'm always getting her surname wrong, which I've only just started, and I don't know, I think this is cold pressed watercolour paper, I think, which means it's got a little bit of texture to it, whereas actually this one's a bit smoother, whereas the hot press ones is a lot smoother. And I kind of went a bit wrong with this. Yes. I don't know why, but when I start a new journal, I always end up cocking up first. So I never like do the first page. For that reason, I always have like a blank page, but then I always get it messed up anyway. So I don't mind this one. I like that it's got a lot of pages in it. The Moleskin watercolor one is lengthwise, whereas this one I like that it's like that and it's small. But I haven't really used it too much, but I've used it a bit, so it's one of the ones that I go to now. My last one, this is the what's it, Dina Wakely one, which has like different kinds of paper, or it's got like, I don't know what that, canvas, I don't know, but it's got different textures of paper. Got some burlap in there, and then you've got like watercolor paper and craft paper and just different kind of textures on there, which I was really excited about. But when I try and get to it, I kind of have that blank page paralysis thing going on again. I'm like, what do I do with it? But I've done a couple of bits in there. This was the one that I did for Lollipop Box Club, and then I think I did another page as well, just using Dilutions paints and paint pen, which I really like. I love the bright colours and stuff. But yeah, I use this one if I want to do things on a larger scale. This would probably have to be one of the larger art journals that I've got. I do have another one actually. This is actually, I say that was my large one. This is probably my largest one, but I don't use this. I mean, I started using it as an art journal, and then I kind of just start using it as like a tester kind of page. I use this for like if I'm going to be doing like backgrounds and I take photos of them, and if I'm making stickers and stuff, then I'll do it on here. Or if I'm just testing out colours or testing out swatches. Again, this one is the one that's got the white paper and the manila. I wish it just was just white. I'm not fond of manila coloured things, so this is why this is a tester, because I wasn't expecting. I should have read the description, but I prefer the white paper just because it's better for watercolours, whereas this one just kind of bleeds through a little bit. But I do like them. I like the size and I like the way that they look, but it wouldn't be my go-to. Like I wouldn't just keep buying it all the time. So those are my art journals. Again, I might use this for an art journal. This is a let me zoom out. This is a large, what should you call it, junk journal, and I made this using the book binding tutorial from Jenny Belly as well. It's quite easy when you get used to it, because I did make another one as well. Again, this is handmade. This is a Quaker Oats porridge box that I made that from, so that's why it's nice and wide, which is good because if I want to add dimension to it, then I will. Again, this was just using a Cheerios box, but the extra step that I did in it, I put on the inside some chipboard to make it sturdier so it doesn't flop around and stuff, whereas this one I think is just a little bit less sturdy than the other one. And this one, I think I did the same. I put a chipboard bit on it as well and just made it that little bit more sturdy. But this is a junk journal, but I might use it as like a junk / art journal. I put different papers in it, papers that I like, ephemera, maps, doilies, and I haven't used it yet because not blank page paralysis, but when you start a new journal, it's a little bit daunting, isn't it? And I can't wait to start this actually, so I might do a few videos on this. It's just got like different bits of ephemera in it, stuff that I like the look of. It's like, yeah, various bits, and like I just thought this was really pretty so I put it in there. So I can't wait to do some videos and bits and bobs on it. It's a cow with a carrot. I can't wait to use that one, and I'll just give you a flip through of my other one as well, which is a smaller one, but I've put like pages that I really like. I put some vellum, and this is from Planner Society, I think. Different bits of ephemera. I love ballet. Look like she's just either trumped or she's been told off or something. Different bits of paper, different things. I think I used some things from Daphne's Diary. This is from Little Rainbow Moon. Little Rainbow Moon again. I really love this vellum. I might go look at some more of that. Various bits of paper. I think this is more sort of some bits of ephemera, but most paper. Listen to an old fart there for a second. I've also got some ideas books as well. I just think when you do kind of creative videos or creative things, it's always good to go back and have a reference. So I kind of got like a little reference idea book, or a book that I see something that I like the look of and want to try, but I'll put it in here, or I will try something out and then I'll write down what I've done so that I remember the measurements and what I've done and stuff. So either or. This one, I think, was my first idea book. They're not very organised. I think I just grab a book and then I write down it when I've got an idea if I can't find the other one. So I've kind of got like, my blog is kind of dying a slow death really, but I've got some blog ideas, and then my snail mail planner ideas. So I did before I start like embarking on a creative project, this is kind of when I first got my planner. So this book is a few years old. I just wrote down what I can put in my planner, because I always tend to forget, like when I do my planner spread, I'm like, what am I doing that week? And also like kind of like, I don't know, write it down on a pad as well. I'm like, okay, I'll need to write it down because otherwise I forget, or I'll make a complete cock up of it. So I just kind of write down what I can write in it, And again, more blog ideas, and then I've got snail mail, happy mail things that I've created or want to create. I think I've done most of these actually, apart from that one. This was when I decided I wanted to do a bullet journal, what I was going to put in there, but then I decided that the bullet journal life wasn't for me. More ideas, embellishment ideas. There's really no point in having that one now because I've got the Tim Holtz die because I'm a bit lazy. Paper embellishments, and then this is more blog ideas, and I thought I wanted to do like a, you know, a weight loss journey kind of blog thing because I lost about 3 stone, and I thought maybe I should like kind of say how I did it and, you know, my journey and stuff. But and the fact when I did try and lose weight, I did lose weight. I ended up getting sciatica and, you know, so doing sciatica care, but then I decided, yeah, maybe I'll do it in the future. Might help a few people because I found it really difficult to lose weight. I was, you know, at the age of 25 to 30, I kind of put on a lot of weight and really struggled to lose it. And then suddenly when I hit 31, I think, or 30 or 31, that's when I really buckled down and found a workout that I really liked, and then kind of got the idea of how to, well, basically to lose weight you have to work out and diet. There's no quick fix. You literally have to, it's all willpower as well. You need to have the right mindset. So, you know, I didn't have the right mindset, I think, when I was 26 to 30, and then when I reached 30 I thought, well, it's time, it's about time. So I'm happy with my weight now. And then self-care rituals as well, because I think it was just, I don't know, I had like you know, a bad time at work, and I thought, well, if work's not going to get better, because it always gets worse rather than better, rather than work changes, it has to be me that changes, so I just have to learn how to put up with it. And then more blog ideas, so it's just got, you know, random ideas, and I put down a list of ways to journal and prompts and stuff, because when I see ideas and stuff that I want to try, I'll write them down. And then ideas for art journals, so that's one idea book. This one I did have a project book, like book for when I do videos, and you know big videos rather than just the little ones, rather than the process ones, you know, like for my jar, inspiration jar, I, you know, write down a lot of things what I would do, you know, the processes to it. But then this is, I've also got like next video ideas and stuff, so I won't show you those because that would be spoiling it. And I think this was just the book that I grabbed, and these are my ideas for my videos, so just ideas that I've had. I might not even use any of these, but you know, general. I think I've also got blog ideas in there as well. I'll show you half of it. Yeah, just thought I'd, you know, I've got lots and lots of ideas what I can do for videos and stuff, so I'll never run out of ideas for content ever. I use this now as a project book rather than sort of an idea book. So if I've got, so from these guys I will transfer ideas and kind of work on them in here. So yeah, so those are my idea books. And then what else? I think I've got one more. So this is my sketchbook. This is actually quite an old sketchbook. This is when I've had this for years actually, but I still use it and I'll still do bits in there. So this is like if I'm drawing like drawings. I used to be like really into doing manga pictures, and this is probably where I never considered myself as an artist, but I did like to draw these. I really like that outfit. I really want that outfit. And this was when I was into Final Fantasy games and I just like the outfits. So I just, you know, did a few drawings, mainly just to get the dresses. I like the dresses. Yeah, she looks a little bit lopsided, I think. A little bit. She looks like she's about to take off, and I need to like amend where the broomstick. This is obviously a Quidditch player because I like Harry Potter. And again, I don't know why I keep making them hold it like there. They should really be holding it there or something. And then yeah, so at the back, did I do it at the back? So like I draw maps and stuff in there, but I kind of pull them out so that I can scan them or take pictures of them easier, so that I can then amend them, because my handwriting is a bit crap. So then I can scan them to my computer, then print them out again. And I think that is all my current ones actually. I have got loads more, like literally just loads of stuff, like I don't know if you saw my desk tour, but above my desk there is like a shelf full of books and things, and then I've got another shelf right next to it full of notebooks and bits and bobs. There are some things that I've gotten recently that I haven't used yet, but those are all of the ones that I've got so far. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it's given you a few ideas if you want to, like, I don't know, art journals and stuff. I'll leave links below where you can get some of these things, and I'll leave a link below where you can see where to Jenny Belly's tutorial on how to bind them, because I think she can do it way better than I can. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and thank you so much for watching, you guys. I really appreciate you coming to watch my videos, so thank you so much. You're fantastic, and I shall speak to you soon. Bye for now.